Hello everybody and welcome back to Tlatoani, where we really need to get some food production online here. And to that end, I want to stop construction on basically everything down over this way. So we'll pause construction on all of that, and I do want to get this online here. So that all seems reasonably fine. You can not pause that. Let's see here. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so we'll get that going, and I want to get a farmhouse down over here. We need to get food online very badly. Not there. We need this fruit tree to go here, here, and here, like that. Then the rest of this will all be maize. Perfect. I do want to get some more houses online here, and I'm thinking right like this. We take out this bit of road, and then we put in common homes like that and like that. So that'll get us some additional houses going, but we really need to get these farms online. So let's get working on what we've got here, and we'll just work on some very, very minor things as of right now. So I'm going to extend these roads out to here like that. This will eventually become farmland. Okay, so let's get that all going. And that seems reasonably okay for right now. So we'll get this farm online. That's going to be a very big deal. I would love to get our defenses online. There's a lot of things that we want to see built that just aren't being built very quickly right now. There's these chinampas out over here. They're not making progress. There's the canals down over here. That's not really being heavily worked on. We've got the resources here in Porter Yards, so I'm not sure why our guys are just not very interested in working on this. I guess this one is. Okay, well, that's making some progress. We need to get our exports online, and we need to get our defenses online and our food production online. We're struggling here because there's been a lot of very large attacks. But to that end, I kind of feel like we need to get an additional barracks going. So I'm going to put one up over here, and this noble compound is at 4 of 4 right now. So I think we're going to need another noble compound, which I'm going to put right over here. And this porter stop is getting weapons and armor. We've got this porter yard right here, which is at 5 of 6. I think we need a porter stop up over this way, but we clearly need more military. So I'm going to put in a porter stop. Actually, I'm not going to put it there because of these outcrops. Instead, I'm going to put it maybe up over, no, not a porter yard, a porter stop. Maybe up over here, or maybe just right here. Yeah, that seems okay. So this is going to be getting weapons and armor, and let's see if we can get those built in any sort of an expeditious manner. It'd be great if we could. Okay, let's get this noble compound done. And get this barracks done. All of this is a very high priority. Okay. We're making progress. We need a little bit more stone here, but we've got plenty of stone. This shouldn't be an issue. So let's get another barracks online here. There we go. So the barracks and the noble compound are done. The porter stop is not yet, but it should get done pretty soon. Now, checking in down over here, looks like we've managed to get a good chunk of canal down over this way. That's good. Enemies are on the march. Okay. And we've actually reached our might threshold. So that's very good. Did that say they would be coming from the southwest or southeast? I didn't see. Okay. Well, we are starting to farm down over here, but we still have a lot of work needing to be done out over here. Okay, where's this invasion point? Okay, down here. Noted. So I'm expecting them to destroy this farmer's hut, and that's reasonably fine. We're going to group up right around over here, and we're going to pull up all of our troops here, with the idea once again being that they are going to attack the buildings, and we will attack them. That's the idea. They've got large forces, and this barracks isn't really fully online yet. So that's understood. And we're still working on getting our armorers going, although I see that we do have production underway there, so that looks good. Okay, these Chinampas are finally making some progress up over here. That looks great. And they're going to come up here. They're probably going to destroy this farmer's hut. There's a riot breaking out from a noble compound. Well, that's bad timing. But it should be fine. I think it's under control. So these guys are up over here for now, and they can't make their way across this canal. They're going to have to go around. Yeah, they attacked this farmer's hut. That's not surprising. They've split up at this point. Okay, that's good for us. But I don't think they're really attacking our buildings very much. They just attacked our troops. And that riot was terrible timing. So this is really bad. This is really, really, really bad. They've been attacking with insane regularity. There's a fire in the city. Okay. Well, we just need these guys to get out of here. That's what we need right now. There's another army coming? Wow. Okay. I'm not sure that we're even going to have this army taken care of when that other army comes. That's insane. And here they come. So that's a lot. No doubt about that. That's a whole lot. We'll see if we can handle this. But really bad timing on a lot of stuff there. No doubt about it. This is fundamentally demolishing our economy, right? So we know that we need common homes here, here, and here. And then this up here, these are, I believe, that's an herbalist up there, but the rest of these are common homes. So we'll put in an herbalist right here, but that now requires a scenic neighborhood. So we'll need to put in the common homes here. This was a common home, so that'll go in there. This was a cloth weaver, so that is going to go in there. These are common homes down here. So they mostly destroyed homes. That's understood. We're going to disband this for now. And they've got additional forces on the way in here. So here comes another army, and their other army is leaving. So that's understood. Now, this whole area out over here, common home and common home. So these were common homes. Were all of these common homes as well? That was a sentry post there, but these were common homes. So common homes go like that. And then we need a sentry post right here. All of these were common homes. So that's going to be something like this. A stone quarry down over this way. Okay. And then this is an armorer. And then these up over here. This was a porter yard. And these were sawyers. So sawyers go here and here. And then we had this porter yard. And I'm not sure how this porter yard was set up, but I'm assuming that it was accepting obsidian and probably stone. And then weapons and armor as well. And then it would be accepting timber probably. And then getting cotton buds. And then the salt would be coming from this trading post. That'd be the idea anyway. So now we need to get a blade napper set up down over here. But there's only so much time that we have, right? So a blade napper is going to go in here. And then this was an herbalist, which we currently can't rebuild because that requires a scenic neighborhood. So we'll come back to that. And then out over here, they took out all of our farmers' huts. So we need a farmer's hut here, 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 and here. And it looks like they even removed one of our maize fields for some reason. So that goes right there. This was a... Okay, these are incorrect at this moment. And I think it's because of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the farmer's hut up over here. This is at 32 of 32. I want this to be at 32 of 32, but we need this to be built first. So we need to put this in, but this is all incorrect now. which means that we have to take all of this out and start over. Okay, that's rough. We're already in debt, and we took very heavy losses there, and there's another army on the way in. So that's understood. We're doing what we can to get this rebuilt before they come in, but it's going to be spicy. So they're on their way, and we need to rally our forces. I'm going to rally our forces up over here this time, and we're going to bring in all of these guys. We're just trying to buy time to have more hit points in our buildings out over here. Now they're splitting up again. And I'd kind of like to come in out over this way and see about fighting them out here. Okay, so far so good. We routed them. Okay. Oh, now what we need to do, of course, is we need to rebuild the stone quarry over here. And we need to rebuild this common home. And then we need this herbalist back. The question is that herbalist able to be built yet? Yes, it is. Beautiful. So all of this needs to get removed. All of this needs to get rebuilt. That was a lot. We had the large attack, we had the riot, we had a fire, and we had the small attack, all within like 5 seconds of each other. We need to get this farmer's hut down here rebuilt. This guy is still chilling down here, but for now, that's okay. We've got a lot of work to do. Our debt is a significant problem right now. Very significant. We can't decrease wages any further. We just need time. That's what we need right now, is just some time. But we're out of food because they destroyed all of our farming. And we really need to get this taken care of over here. It's unfortunate that we have to take this all out, but it's just not set up correctly. So this is a requirement. So we do need to finish this up. We're moving very slowly on this. But the good news is this up over here is now built. So that is good. We're slowly working on this over here. Oh, they destroyed the herbalist over this way as well. Okay, well, we can definitely replace that. We'll get that back in there. So it's interesting that they don't attack the canals. We could potentially use that to funnel them into bad positions. So this farmer's hut is now coming back online. We need maize, and we may be forced to import maize at this point. That's going to be expensive. No doubt about it. That's going to be really expensive. So that's not good. Our finances are dire, but now we can start getting this going up over here. So the idea, of course, is that we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then we're going to do maize fields like that. So we'll get that farm back online while we work on clearing out the rest of these fields. We really need to get some food rolling in here. We don't have a farmer online here. We do have access to the nopal up over here. So we do have some food that is flowing in. So that's something. So this is on nopal here, and this, of course, is going to be on maize, fruit, and that's kind of it for now. This granary is not going to be accepting chili or nopal for the moment. Poor nutrition is becoming a problem. You don't say. So this farm is now built, but we don't have any farmers there. We can now get another farm down over here. Let's get that on the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There we go. Hopefully we have somebody start working as a farmer here because we desperately need it. We need to get these fields dug and start getting some food coming in. Very, very badly. We're now starting to get some farming down over here. A sweeper has caught fire. Okay, that's not that big of a deal right now. It's right next to a well dipper. It should be fine. We are training up in our barracks, and that's something, but we have a long rebuilding process ahead of us. That was a very devastating attack. No doubt about that. But we're now starting to get our farms online again. That's very, very good. So with that underway, we have more farming. Oh, we lost some road here. Interesting. We have more farming that we need to do here, obviously. But we are making some progress here, finally. I'd love to see more canal get built, specifically right here. But for now, honestly, getting food production going is more important. Okay, we just got an influx of maize that we bought. We don't want to be buying maize, but it was necessary for right now. We just imported some maize, and now that should keep us going until we get our farms back online, in theory. This farm is now starting to come online. That's good. And yes, we are indeed in debt. There's no doubt about that. Okay. We're slowly working our way through this work deficit. Very slowly. We're up to good mood, which is surprising. But our debt is going to be a problem. Our absolute debt limit is 7,100 axes. And we need to work our way out of that very, very soon. So we need to crank up our taxes a little bit. That'll help. But what we really need is to get our exports online. So our exports are our cotton, weapons, and armor. We're importing clay, which is painful. No doubt about that. And I'm just waiting for them to actually remove these couple of maize fields over here, so we can start building this farm. That would be nice. But apparently we're not interested. So, sure. Well, this farm we can actually start to construct. So let's go ahead and do so. Let's get that online. But this granary isn't built yet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then we're going to get our maize online. Perfect. So that seems good. We have a long ways to go yet. No doubt about that. A very, very long ways to go. But we're starting to get our food production back online. That's a very big deal. So once we get these two farms going, I think we'll be in a pretty good spot for food production. But we gotta get our cotton back online. That's a very big priority here. Very, very big priority. So any moment now, there we go. Now we can get this all going again. So farmer's hut here, and then fruit trees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. 5, 6, 7, and 8. There we go. The rest of this is all going to be maize. There we go. And then farmer's hut here, and this will, of course, all be cotton beds. There we go. And then a farmer's hut here, all be cotton. And then we'll do a farmer's hut right up over here, and this will all be cotton as well. Perfect. So we'll get that all back online, and I think we've recovered. The main issue now is money, right? We do have this barracks that is starting to train up recruits again, and that is, of course, very, very good for us. We definitely need our might to be up there, but our finances are dire at this moment. So that's absolutely noted. We need to get our cotton online. That's a very, very high priority right now. Okay, the enemies are coming again from the southeast. They come so frequently. But we've managed to recover at this point, and we're stronger than we have been in the past. The question is, do we want to try to fight them down over here? Let's see how strong they are. I see 4 different flags. I mean, that's quite a lot of them. That's a huge number. That's absolutely huge. Why are they so mad? There's not really too much that we can do here. We could try to go attack them back, and that may not be a bad idea at some point, because they're attacking with extreme regularity at this point, right? Let's go ahead and stop construction on this house. No point wasting the resources on that. But I want to fight them right down over here. So we're going to bring our troops down to here. We are stronger than we've been in the past. No, I want to be on the ground here. There we go. Okay, so we're coming in here, and hopefully they'll be a little bit spread out, and hopefully they'll attack our buildings. They also had to walk quite a ways, which appears to drain them. They're not attacking the granary. They are attacking the house. And then they split up a little bit because they're confused by our canals. Okay. So we're working on fighting them, and we're trading fairly well here, but we're very heavily outnumbered. No doubt about that. But we did delay them pretty significantly. They attacked our guys and not our buildings there. So that's definitely noted. Getting our defenses online would be great, but we have other priorities, right? So once again, they're going to come in and do a bunch of damage, and eventually they'll give up and leave, but for right now, they're doing a lot of damage. They're immediately... Oh, this guy's running. That's good. We would love to see them get kicked out of here, but they've been attacking so frequently and with such high numbers that there's very little we can do other than, well, recover from this and make more troops, I feel like. The good news is they're not attacking our food production this time. And they're going to be running away very soon. There we go. So they're running now. And once again, we need to reproduce our blade napper over here. Our blade nappers, plural. We need this sawyer here. And then this up over here was all homes other than this sentry post. So we will put in that sentry post again. And then we'll get these common homes built. There we go. This down here is, of course, a stone quarry. These up here are common homes, so just losing these homes isn't that big of a deal. This was a sweeper. We'll get that going. And then up over here, these were common homes here. This was our herbalist again, and I think we need to rebuild the common homes first. Common homes here, yep. So overall, we mostly just lost homes out of that one. And then, of course, down over here, we've got this farmer's hut, but we're in a much better situation than we were last time. So that looks good. We'll start to get to work on replenishing all of that. And I'd love to get that herbalist rebuilt. I doubt we can do it right now. Actually, we can. So we'll get that going. That seems good. And then I'm going to put in another fortress. And that fortress is going to go in down over here. It's clear that we need more military. So I'm going to put that in right here and then run this road up like that so that it can be supplied by this porter stop. And this noble compound can work in it as well. So we'll get that going. We'll just boost up our strength even more. Eventually, we're going to go conquer them because this is ridiculous. We just need a little bit of time, and we're in so much better of a position now than we were after the last attack. So that looks good. Believe it or not, that was a significant improvement. But it is about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to continue to rebuild. There's more enemies coming in from the northwest this time. So they're coming in from this side. Okay. We'll try to operate out of, like, this tower. but that's something for next episode. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Dark Horse, Ethan Feldman, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, Rornaz, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.